now listening to the Sports Nuts.
Oh my goodness, we are back again. We hope you guys had a fantastic weekend. Welcome to the Sports Nuts. This is episode 167, but really, who's counting? I'm not. You guys do see we have a new member. He is assisting us tonight, Mr. Ralph Williams. What is going on, sir? How you doing?
I'm doing good, Brandon. Thank you for having me. It's always great pleasure to be on the show here.
Yes, man. We're always thrilled to have you. Come on, man. It means the world to us. And real quick, let everybody know, Ralph is joining the Sports Nuts Network. All his stuff is going to be airing on this channel. We are beyond excited.
I am too.
We are pumped. If you guys, you see all of our content, Ralph's got A++ quality content as well. So you're going to not want to miss it. It's coming soon. I promise you. It's coming soon. But my man is sitting right next to me. Pensman, what's going on, man? Where's our names at? Why is it not showing our names on this thing?
I have no idea. I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, that's so weird.
Everything's like dysfunction. But anyway, I'm doing good. But
there
we are. Ta-da!
That was weird. Did you see that? That was weird.
There it is.
Okay. Anyway, so Pensman, how you doing, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Good.
Just
Thank
chilling.
you for being a part of tonight. Y'all, we have a absolutely jam-packed. Now, we actually had a guest lined up. She is a very near and dear friend. Zach, it's good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. We had a near and dear friend of ours. Her name is Linda Fihoko. Unfortunately, she is stuck late at a meeting. I understand. Hey, life happens. Ralph will tell you life happens. Pens will tell you as well. Life happens. But, I got to quickly say to everybody, my name is Brandon, by the way. Someone just asked what my name was. I'm Brandon. It clearly says.
It's just right there.
Yeah, it just says right underneath it.
What's your name? The host. What's your name?
Yes.
You like the Falcons? Are you a sports fan?
What is sport? I've never heard of sport before. I mean, come on.
We got a lot of.
Here's a good one, guys. When I was in the hospital, some nurse said that when I told her I was from Pittsburgh, she said, "Are you a Steeler fan?"
I get that all the time. I get that.
No.
I get that all the time.
My favorite thing that some knucklehead asked Pensman, I kid you not, this is what he said, right? He goes, "Do you like football? Do you like hockey? Do you like sports?"
No.
And Pensman goes, "I don't know. Do I?"
I only like football. There you go.
Do you like the Steelers? Hi, everybody. Hi.
Everybody,
Hi,
thank you so much for tuning in. We absolutely appreciate you.
Let's crush it.
Yes.
Welcome to the show, but it's not the
all
site.
These new names popping up.
There you go.
Yeah, a lot of new names. I absolutely appreciate everybody. All right, so since we don't have Linda, which, by the way, I know she's going to tune in. Auntie, I love you. Mahalo for everything. Please give Unc my hugs. Love everything. Your niece, Cassie, says aloha to you as well. We will have her on probably next week, just letting you guys know. But if you what is a really cool thing about Linda Fihoko is that they have this program that is to help cut down on adult literacy problems. This is a scary stat that I'm going to share with you guys, and then we'll go on to the rundown and everything. In the state of Hawaii only, it's 1 out of every 5 adults have literacy problems. They can't read or write. Well, in the nation, it's 1 out of every 8. It's an alarming statistic. It's a sad stat. But Linda and her business partner, Quinton, they're doing absolutely amazing work. I can't wait for you guys to talk with her. We should have her on next week.
Keep up the good work, Linda. Whatever you're doing, keep it up.
Yes,
absolutely.
And it would have been nice to see Hawaii and I, but hey, it's okay. We still love you, Auntie. Please give everybody in the Ohana love, and we appreciate you always. All right, so guys, the world of sports, it never rests, and we are always here to cover it. Well, the Division III playoff bracket for football has been released.
I thought you were talking about the Yankees.
No. And And guess what else came out? The NAIA Championship Series football bracket has come out, and there is a name on there that we are absolutely elated about.
Store Sanders.
Oh, yeah. Yes, the Eagles are on there. They are playing. Their first round opponent is going to be Southeastern. We cannot wait to discuss them. As you guys know, we have Coach Burton, who comes on regularly. He was the former baseball coach. Now he is the athletic director at Reinhardt University. So, yes, we are beyond excited for them. Thank you guys so much.
Snowman.
Snowman, hey, man, good to see you. I will be covering them. Yes. So, yes, we are.
Hey, Brandon, you heard what I said on my show earlier today, didn't you, about Atlanta?
Hi, Frosty.
Which one?
They're playing the Saints this week, and I said that if they didn't beat the Saints, Raheem Moore should be fired.
Oh, no, Raheem Moore should have been fired like last year.
That
guy is an absolute clown. He's a joke.
I'm just. Oh, and by the way, if he does get fired, he'll be a candidate for the Penn State job. So there you go.
Hey, I will tell you this too. If they want and they can take Zach Robinson and his Madden 07 play calling and get the heck up out of Dodge. You ain't welcome in Atlanta no more.
The Steelers interviewed him. They did. They interviewed him for their offensive coordinator, and they took Arthur Smith instead.
Ralph, isn't Arthur Smith linked back to the Falcons?
Yes, he is. He was the head coach, and he's also was the offensive coordinator under Mike Vrabel with the Tennessee Titans. Yep.
Family reunion.
No. All right. So I got something also I'm going to share with you guys on this.
The Mean Machine or something, The
Mean Machine. Oh my God. That was a great movie. Yes. Did you guys know there is actually a disturbing development taking shape at UAB? The crowd for last home game, you guys ready to hear this? This is absolutely mind-boggling. Was 200 people. However, that was being generous. If you actually go back and look, it was maybe 50 to 100 people watching at UAB. Trent Dilfer really did a number on there. Well, we have also seen a lot of other notable programs in serious decline of fans due to the product on the field. Trey. What can be done to bring back fans to all levels? We'll discuss that. The injury bug has won again for the Atlanta Falcons. Michael Penix Jr. done for the season with a partially torn ACL. It will require surgery. It is said that he will not miss any of the 2026 season. That's up for debate. This will be his 5th knee surgery. I hate that. Drake London also out for the next 2 to 3 weeks with a sprained ACL.
They're done.
Yes. So the next question I have for you here is for the entire league, literally. What could be done? What can be done to limit the severe injuries that can end one's season for most? We'll talk about that one. I have a little sports story. We have our honorable mentions, which I cannot wait to talk to you guys about this one. This is what I'm about to share with you is absolutely insane. Real quick, I want to give a shout out to the Saskatchewan Roughriders of the Canadian Football League. They won the Grey Cup against the Montreal Alouettes by a score of 25-17. Congratulations. First time they've won the Grey Cup since the mid-2000s. It's a weird thing to say that's late. Yeah, and then our upcoming episodes, I will let you guys know real quick. Friday, we have, yes, it is episode 1. Technically, it's 169, but we're going to call it 168, excuse me. Ryan Rothstein, he covers the Philadelphia Eagles and almost all of the Philadelphia sports. He's going to join and talk to us about it. There will not be an episode on Black Friday, which is November the 28th. I will be in Atlanta. Pensman has to work, and then Brian will also has to work, and then Matt and, of course, Shane has to work too, unfortunately. And then
Brandon's over there going to Atlanta for Atlanta Falcons job pending open position.
I wish. Now I got this next episode. I'm going to tell you guys Tuesday, November 25th. It is episode 1. I'm going to go ahead and officially say it's 170. It is a Thanksgiving special, but we have a very special guest. His name is Tom Cello. What is important about him? He is a 58-year-old college football freshman. Yeah, he's going to come and talk to us about his journey and actually what it was like to have ESPN reach out to him and do a story on him. So he was actually featured on ESPN, and he even has his own baseball card. Basketball.
Not again. Not again. Not again.
Oh, football card.
Another Dennis Quaid, the rookie.
Yes, it's really neat. His story is
rookie.
Neat.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited to have him on. He's a great guy. I've already had a lot of conversation with him. Shane's been on the phone. And by the way, Shane is back. Yes, he will be back tonight. He's going to come in a little bit later. I'm excited to see him. Thank goodness I miss Shane. Matt will not be joining us tonight. He actually has the flu. He is MIA. He is down for the count. Our man Brian Pettit of Tiger Stripes Media will be joining us.
Get better, chosen one.
All right, so let's get going. I'm going to show you guys this picture, and it's going to be hard to see because I didn't upload it in time, but I want to show you this picture.
Can I
and Ralph, I want you to pay. Yeah, go ahead.
Aaron Rodgers has a fractured wrist and does not need surgery. So I just want to come and report that. So.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you, because I was told he on the way out today from his exam he slipped on a banana peel and fell. So
I was told he had an ingrown toenail and he had to retire.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, but that's
all right. So I'm going to show you this picture.
That's the real report. Go ahead with the picture.
Yeah.
And Ralph, I want you to pay attention to this picture because this is a very real team. Okay. Does anybody know of a school called Scranton University?
I've never heard of Scranton University.
They're a Division III powerhouse, and they played University of Pittsburgh. You ready?
Yes.
This is the final score.
Whoa.
A Division III powerhouse, Scranton University, beat Pittsburgh at Pittsburgh.
Wow.
Congratulations. This was the other day. I'm going to say congratulations to the Royals. That's a huge, monumental.
Is that the women's
upset.
team or the men's team?
That's the men's team.
Oh my God, Jeff Capel's going to get fired.
I would. I don't mean. So here's what I got to say about this. We have seen, and this is an absolutely amazing stat, by the way, that I want to share with you guys. Shout out first of all to this Division III program for upsetting a D1 program in Pittsburgh.
Hey, you know what? I want Jeff Capel out anyway. I mean, I'm glad.
So we have now officially seen, and this season is very young, we've seen 11 D2/D3 upsets over Division I programs. So I'm going to start with you, Ralph.
Yes.
Is it time to reevaluate the level of competition in smaller programs because we're now seeing D2 and D3s upset big boy schools?
Well, that's because what's going on right now, Brandon, is the fact that players are not motivated to play for competition purposes. They see a Division III school, and they're just lackadaisical. They don't, they go up and down the court. They might go through the motions a little bit here and there. Oh, this is Scranton University. Oh, they're Division III. Who cares? I blame coaches for this because they need to coach these guys to where to say every game is like winning the championship. Go into every game like it's the championship game. And I bet they'll start blowing some of these teams out, okay? But when you go in with the attitude that Jeff Capel has, and I'm very disappointed in him because I'm going to tell you why. He came from the Mike Krzyzewski tree of coaching, all right? You know that, Brandon. He coached under Mike Krzyzewski at Duke, okay? He was a good recruiter, all right? But that don't mean he can coach. And then the interesting part about it was he wasn't even offered the Duke job when Krzyzewski stepped away, and Krzyzewski wanted him to take that job, and he stayed at Pitt. I really wish he would have took that job because he failed at Pitt. He hasn't done anything. And then for the last 2 years now, he's turned down 2 NIT bids, cost the university $2 million. Okay. Alan Green, our new athletic director, told him straight up he's on probation, and so is Pat Narduzzi this year. They're under watch and they're on probation, which means if the football team goes down like they did last year and gets into this big rut and loses the bowl game, Pat Narduzzi could get fired, and also Capel could get fired if they turn down another NIT bid or whatever. You know, I don't even think they'll make the NIT to where they're playing.
I was just about to say that. I don't
You know
think I mean, you lose to a Division III basketball program, and
right now with this NIL thing, and it's all about money and forget about competition. You know what I mean, and that kind of thing. They look down on these teams, and when you look down, you get caught with your pants down. And I don't know how many times I've seen Pitt lose games, both in basketball, football, because they take these teams lightly. I've seen them lose to Youngstown State. I've seen them lose to a bunch of FBS football teams and basketball teams as well. You know, I used to work at the Peterson Event Center for basketball games, and I got to tell you, I've seen them lose some bad ones. You know, I call them the coach's special. You know, when you lose a game like that, you know, a game you're supposed to win. And I don't know what's going on.
Well, think about this.
I mean,
how disappointing is that, though, Ralph, that they lose to a D3 program?
D3 program, yeah. And you know what? Alan Green's watching, and I got to tell you, I think Capel might even get fired before the season even begins, the regular season. After this, I mean, this is a disgrace. I mean, you know, I'd fire him tomorrow. I mean, I'd be like, you're done. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You know,
now we're not discrediting Scranton at all, no. But what we're discrediting is the fact that
not at all. There's some really good teams out there. I mean, there really is.
Is losing though to a Division III. This was literally a paycheck game. That's all it was.
Yeah,
it was a $350,000 check.
They dominated Bucknell 2 nights before that. They beat Bucknell by like 40 points. So I just don't get it. I mean, I don't understand what's going on here. You know, Jeff Capel is coaching for his job this year, and so far it's not going well. Narduzzi has coached for his job. We'll see what he does against Georgia Tech and Miami now.
Exactly.
So I think they're going to lose to Georgia Tech. I think they'll give Miami a game. He might even lose that one, and we'll see where they go in the bowl game. You know, if they lose again, he might get fired because I mean it's, you know, Pitt's had enough. They haven't been prominent since Jackie Sherrill, Brandon, and that's the last time Pitt has been really prominent. Dan Marino was the quarterback.
That's a long time.
It is.
Ouch.
It is a long time. I mean, I'm talking prominent, winning Sugar Bowls and Fiesta Bowls and all that stuff. You know, not these milk bowls and toilet bowls and whatever other bowl you got going on. You know, I'm sponsoring one this year, the RW Media Bowl. So
there you go. And, you know, it's frustrating. Like
the 2 worst teams in college football. That's can go to the RW Media Bowl. So there you go.
Well, think about the fans too on this, Ralph. If I were a fan, so you probably remember this. The Falcons and the Saints used to have the paper bags. A lot of teams in general had the paper bags.
I remember that. Yeah.
I would put the paper bag on my face at this because I mean, again, we're not discrediting Scranton folks, but you're losing to a Division III. You're a quote perennial powerhouse in the D1 level in basketball, and you're losing to a D3 school. Something is not clicking the right way there.
Well, I did hear.
Really got to go.
And here's the thing that bothers me, Brandon. When Jeff Capel took this job, I had the privilege, and I had to go to Raleigh in 2019. My aunt passed away. She lived in Raleigh. I had to go down there to deal with her estate, okay? And I was waiting for the, to get on the airplane. And I ran into Jeff Capel's mom. And we sat and had a nice little conversation. And I said, let me ask you something. If Duke comes a-calling tomorrow, is your son going to Duke? And she said, no, he's committed to Pitt. And she was right. He was committed to Pitt. But here's the thing. His brother, who's an assistant on the team, I hear is the one that chases all the athletes away. I heard he's a real jerk. I heard he doesn't get along with the players. And the other assistant coaches, he doesn't get along with either. And Pitt has, of all the teams in the NCAA, Pitt has assistant coaches that have been head coaches. So I don't understand how in the world they're losing games like this.
What's the disconnect is the question there. You know, there's something that's it's a misfiring.
It's the disconnect. That's what I believe. I believe his brother's the one that's causing all this, and not to cause turmoil in the family. He's not going to fire his brother. You know what I mean? You know? So,
absolutely.
Hi, Christine.
Hi, Christine.
Hello.
It's live.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Kinsman. I'm sorry. I meant to say that.
So
we're live.
I do, yes, and I need to mention also. I want to give a shout out.
Local.
I want to give a shout out to everybody who is listening to us today, right now, as we are live at 95.5 KFCE, and we are also on TigerNation.live and the other stations in California, Seattle, Hawaii, New Mexico, and other locations. I know we are also airing in Mobile, Alabama. Thank you to all my Mobilians. I am from Mobile myself. And also shout out to everybody who is listening to us and the other 30 countries that we air in. We absolutely appreciate you. We love you guys.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And it means the absolute. I do want to say also thank you to everybody in Finland. We do have officially, as of 2 episodes ago, we now have 45 people who watch us regularly in Finland. So thank you to the Finnish people for coming on. You know, I have family ties actually in Sweden, and we do have a couple of people from the Sweden region, from Stockholm, who watch us, and it really does mean a lot to us. So thank you to all those who are there.
Hey, Brandon, can I ask you a question here about
go ahead.
about Birmingham, Alabama here?
Mhm.
You know, UAB doesn't draw or isn't drawing right now because Dilfer left the team hang.
Yeah.
Birmingham Stallions of the UFL went to championships, and they're talking about dissolving that team because of lack of attendance down there in Birmingham. Yep. What's going on in Birmingham, Brandon? Are they poor down there, or they're just not interested? What's the problem? You know, you would think a town like that would welcome any kind of sports activity and go to it. You know what I mean?
Well, you remember it was only 10 plus years, a little over 10 years ago that the UAB football program actually was dissolved, and then
yes, I remember that
they
came back.
fought and got it back.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like, I mean, they just approved a renovation of epic proportions for UAB's football stands. It's like $348 million renovation that is set to take place after this season ends.
Right.
And they're adding like 40,000 seats additionally to the stadium. Now, look, UAB is not your, you know, when you go to Alabama, you're not going to say, oh, I'm going to go look at a UAB game. I understand that. You know, you're going to say, I'm going to go to Bama. I'm going to go look more at Auburn.
Or Northern Alabama or Southern
or
Alabama.
North Alabama.
Or
South Alabama. I mean, you might throw a few of those Troy people in there. You may throw, you know, a few UAB people, but not many people will be like, oh, man, I'm looking forward to going to Alabama. But Birmingham is a beautiful town. It really is.
Yeah, it looks
absolutely gorgeous.
From what I've seen, yeah,
it's gorgeous. I'm
just curious about that because it seems rather puzzling to me that a town like that, you know, that doesn't have, you know, professional sports that much would appreciate the UFL being there. You know what I mean? You know.
Well, I mean, think about this though, Ralph. How embarrassing! And by the way, that game was on TV. How embarrassed would you be to only have maybe 100 people, if that, at a football game? And they did get the mollywop.
They're sending a message. Look what Carolina Panthers did. What was it a few years back? They had 30 people at a game or something?
Yep, that's right. And they were giving, they were selling tickets for 35 cents a ticket.
And couldn't get anybody to buy them. Yeah.
Yeah, couldn't get anybody. I
mean, it's Chicago White Sox. Look at that.
Yes. Did you see?
Send them a message.
Weren't they giving tickets away for $20?
Yes, they were. No, they were giving them away. They said, "Here, please." Here. There is an actual picture of not this season, but the season before. They had 5 people at the start of game time. 5. That is unbelievable. I do know that there is a potential that the White Sox move. The White Sox could be relocating. There was discussions and this offseason. Rob Manfred has come out and he did say they're going to expand to 3 cities. Well, those 3 cities that are favorite, one is Nashville, Charlotte is the other. The third one, that is the question. It is the one city that's mentioned so much is Salt Lake City. I say give them, but here's one that's also mentioned. You guys know this. There's a team in Buffalo. Buffalo is also mentioned as a potential site to bring the Bison from AAA all the way up to the Big Boy League. So it's a possibility. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, can I get a amen? Who is this? Who is this? Ladies and gentlemen, our man, Brian Pettit, Tiger Stripes Media. Brian, what's going on, man? How you been?
Nothing. Just got finished eating dinner and trying to do homework while I go with Easton and stuff. So, yeah, back to normal a little bit. So I just thought I'd come over here and give y'all little updates on some things, though. You know.
Oh, there you
Why
go.
don't you let everybody know about how much debris you picked up today, please? Because I mean, when I told Cassie, dude, Cassie was like, "Oh my gosh, that's a lot." I'm like,
Okay,
yeah.
okay. If you don't understand, we picked up a bunch of leaves where I work at. So, but my thing is, if some of the trucks can pick over 5 tons of leaves, that's just an average of some of the leaves that we pick up around the city of Greenville. So yeah, there you go. That's a lot. That's a lot in our trucks, though.
You want
And
you
it will
come
fill
up
the
here
truck.
and put leaves up here in my plan that there's landscapers are supposed to pick up, and they still haven't done it.
Yeah.
Call Brian. Call Brian.
Call Brian. Actually, well,
Yeah,
Brian said, I'll be happy to stop over at your house, Brandon, and just dump the whole leaves on your driveway. And I'm like, now my kids would love that, but I would not love that.
Hey,
you know what? I've seen something like that, Brandon, on The Sopranos. I've seen them dump trash.
Thank you, Mr. Brian.
Brandon, by the way, we have some breaking news that just came out of the thing. I'm going to show you this picture. I'm going to show you this, and you tell me what you ready for this?
Yeah.
We have the Navy.
Yes. They just I was hoping one of you guys were going to mention this. That is the Navy uniform attire. Brian, look at the helmet.
Yeah, I know.
That's pretty awesome. It's got the Navy ships on there. And oh my God, it's so awesome.
Is that just for the Army Navy game, or is that?
Yeah, that's just for the Army Navy game. That's just for the Army. The Army uniform.
My favorite game.
I had the picture.
You had it.
I did have it. Darn. Actually, hold on. I do actually have it. Hang on.
Yeah.
Let me pull it up here, and we will. It's loading. You ready? Here's the picture. That is the Army. That's the Army uniforms.
I like those too.
Those are ultra fly. I love it.
Yeah. And if you go on the Twitter page of the Navy, the Navy thing, they have an article about there's 7 things about the rope, the presidency, the metal, armor, and all kinds of things. So they got a list of 7 things that represent the jerseys. Like the rope is something that's kind of interesting. So yeah, just want to let y'all know that firsthand.
Those are pretty. I really like those. Are pretty neat looking. I like it. You know, I'm a big jersey guy as it is. So all right,
I like the ship look.
Yes, I do too. All right, does anybody know who Bernie Kosar is?
Oh no, I don't know him.
We don't know him. We don't know him.
So I got to give a shout out. By the way, he will be coming on our show. I've been having regular correspondence with him. Bernie Kosar is the former quarterback for the Cleveland Browns a long time ago, folks.
And Miami,
unfortunately,
Florida.
Unfortunately, he actually had to. His health has rapidly declined. However, got some really good news. He got his liver transplant officially done yesterday after 15 hours. He posted a video. He is well. He is kicking. He is ready to tackle the day. He is doing fantastic. So shout out to Bernie Kosar. If you guys can go on his Twitter page, follow him, give him words of encouragement. Absolutely a genuine individual. And yes, he will be coming on our show. It'll probably be the end of December, maybe January, but he is coming on our show because I got to give him time to heal. But we are beyond elated to have Bernie Kosar coming on our show.
Brandon, I got to tell you, you get the number one guest, man. I got to tell you. You know, they call me the booking machine. I think you do better than I do.
The booking machine.
Ask Brian. Brian, how many times have I told you I'm on that phone, calling, texting, emailing?
I think he's on it 24/7.
Yes.
I think he starts at like 5 o'clock in the morning. Start calling people.
Yep.
Wow.
I think he starts at 5 and ends at like 7 o'clock calling people.
Well, you saw in the intro, Ralph, who some of the notable people that I've had.
Yes.
And you know, I'm like, I want. This is what I came to this mind frame. For those, if you don't know by now, hopefully you guys do. I had a widowmaker heart attack in July of 2023, July 8th, more specifically. I was reborn officially July 10th when I had my quadruple bypass. Yes, I actually have the battle wound to show. From that point on, I was affiliated with an unpopular radio station, which, by the way, I got some news on that in a minute for you, Brian. It's you and I hit the nail on the head. And on that, the day my beautiful daughter Aspen, which Ralph had finally got the privilege to see her. For those who didn't see her, she came on before the show and said hi to everybody. My little angel Aspen. Oh, she's the best. I spend all day with her because I'm unfortunately permanently disabled as well. And I tell everybody, listen to your body. Your body is your smartest tool. Well, I said, I'm going to do something that's beneficial for me. And I got to give a shout out to my wife, Cassie. 9 years ago, she told me, you need to have your own sports show because I'm tired of you talking sports because you talk so much about it. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to do my sports show. Well, when the radio station let me go, they said because my heart was the issue and my podcast was a distraction, I said, you know what? I'm going to do what's beneficial for me. And I did my show, and I said this was going to be a difference between me and everybody else. I'm going to make sure everybody gets the story from the horse's mouth. Everybody is going to see the opportunities out there, and here it is. And guess what, though? This gentleman right below me, that's the newest member. He is a part of the Sports Nuts Network. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Come on, let's get a round of applause.
Thank you.
We have.
And you know what, Brandon? I want to tell you, I was involved in the same situation up in Pittsburgh with their media. I mean, I got screwed over so bad, I'm not going to go into it there. And I'm not going to mention anything on here because this isn't a kid-friendly program. All right, but I got it real bad. All right, I'll text you what I'm trying to say. But I will tell you that that's why I came into this, because I wanted to get back into radio. But I wanted to do it this way. And I was in radio again when I was on Beaver County Radio, and they did one of these to me a couple years ago, or about a year ago. They did this to me. Again, another station that I carried on my back, and they didn't appreciate it. And now I'm on 1250 up there in Pittsburgh, and I appreciate them because they appreciate me. But for all these years, the media's done nothing up there but stick it to me. And I decided, hey, I'm going to stick back by coming on here and doing this. And now I got my radio shows up there and I'm on your network. So I'm sticking back. You know what I mean? And
people don't realize Ralph and I talk, actually all four of the faces you see here, we talk like religiously.
Yes, we do.
Guys, I can tell you right now, this man right here, Ralph, he's not rock star. He's a super rock star.
Thank you.
He brings quality content, guys. I promise you.
Because
we
Williams. Yeah.
That's right. I am Ralph Williams. Yeah. Let me talk to you.
That's right. We know how to bring the right people on here, and I sincerely say this. I'm honored to have you three as my friend. Mike and I, we talk. Mike, I mean, everybody needs to know him and I talk on the phone. How many times do you think we talk a day? Like 10, 11? A lot. We're such good friends. Brian and I talk all the time. It's just and Ralph and I talk. It's so amazing, and I'm so honored to have him
your phone.
Mickey, good to see you, brother. Blaze, man, how you been, man? Guys,
hey,
check
Mickey,
out my boy
Blaze.
Mickey,
Thank you for being part of the program. He's been on my shows, checking out my stuff. So
I want you guys to follow him, my guy Blaze. He has his own show. It's called Yenny Sports Talk. Blaze is the man. He's awesome, dude. Guys, he gives amazing content for all my Louisiana folks. That's the man you want to talk to right there is Blaze. Give him a follow today.
An LSU fan.
Yeah. All right, so I got to give another one. Did you guys see what happened on Sunday night with the Golden State Warriors game by chance? Did anybody see it?
Talk about another game. I'm like, don't you dare.
Nope. We're not going to talk about it. But did you guys see what happened between Draymond Green and a fan?
No.
It was this. He got into the face because, first off, everybody, if you don't know this term, you have to know this term, me bounce. Does anybody know who coined the phrase me bounce?
Run our test.
No.
Okay.
Good guess, though.
Good guess.
Angel Reese. She even coined it as it's It's her turn, me bounce. Well, and the reason why they call it that is because she can take like 5 shots, miss 4 of them, then rebound them all, then make the 5th one. That's what Draymond Green did. Is he missed 4 straight shots, he rebounded them all, and then scored on his 5th attempt. Well, the fan was yelling him, "Angel Reese, you're nothing but an Angel Reese," and this was a really actually kind of scary at the point too, because Draymond Green is my hand and the fan is right here. Yes, folks, that's how close they were. And the guy flinched at Draymond, and it was absolutely insane. My question, though, is going to go to all of you. At what point should we consider ejecting fans who do this kind of thing? I mean, it's okay to heckle. I get it. I heckle. And I know Pensman heckles. I know Ralph heckles. I know Brian Pettit heckles. We heckle. I understand. But put yourself in this perspective right here. And you're getting face to face with a player, and you're ready to it's like you're ready to drop the gloves and duke it out like hockey players do. At what point, Pensman, do you have? Is it when you say enough is enough? When is that point happen?
Well, that's what the problem is, Brandon. Nobody does anything. That's your biggest problem right there. Okay. If you start cracking the whip a little bit, cracking down on some of this stuff, it would not go on. You know what I mean? That's what the biggest problem is. I say this, I had a little issue with the hospital down here when I had my hospital stay. Okay. I had a little bit of an issue. And I wanted the woman who caused the issue fired. And I was fighting with her supervisor. Her supervisor refused to fire her when she knew she was wrong for what she was doing. That's the problem. Nobody wants to do anything to crack down on anything. And that's what the problem is with this. Okay.
It's the accountability, right? I mean, that's what I feel like.
You pay for a ticket, but you don't pay for a ticket to go after an athlete or punch a wrestler in the head or something, or punch anybody, any athlete in the head. You know what I mean? I remember when Dave Parker played for the Pirates and they threw batteries at him. You know what I mean? You don't do stuff like that. That's the kind of stuff you do. I've watched people douse beer on Hines Ward's family, okay, who was sitting, minding their own business in some seating in the section I was working in, and there were some drunks at Hines Field just dumping beer right down on his family. That's
disgusting. That is, I understand fans
for anybody anymore.
Yeah. But Pensman, I know there's fans, there's super fans. I get it, but at what point do you say these are not fans? They're just there just to be obnoxious. When do you say enough is enough?
Yeah, well, I don't know if I'm the right person to answer this, but
oh boy.
But no, I had a couple run-ins with Tony Romo and Kevin Garnett, but it's a PG show, so we'll leave with that. So, but you can't. You can talk about it, you can say whatever you want, but just be careful how you say it and when to say it. So
that's
right.
That's There's too much social media out there for everybody to just say whatever they feel like, and nobody cares.
See, when I did it, there was no social media, so it was good.
Well, and Brian, Ralph and Pensman just said words right out of my mouth. I'm going to ask you this too, Brian.
Okay.
So obviously, we know social media is the everything now. I mean, we all know the 6'7", and don't say the 6'7", but there's actually an article that was just put out. Okay. Yeah. About the influential packages related to social media in kids' minds. And I understand them completely. Well, at this time, think about this. What if that fan were so inebriated, which means extremely drunk? What if he caused harm? What if he, had just said one time, got excruciatingly violent and caused severe harm to him? Like, at what point is enough is enough with these fans? This. It's okay to be heckled. It is okay. It's okay because you're cheering for your team. But when are you gonna? Where would you? Yeah. When is that? When would you draw the line and say, you know what? We can't do this. We cannot have this kind of mess.
Well,
this is absolutely ridiculous.
You see in now college football that they've actually did the thing with Clemson this year. They can't even get on the field until after the game, after the thing, because they don't want people to do it. And it's getting really bad.
Yeah.
You never know. I mean, you could have a.
You're right. You never know what people are like.
Yeah, you never know what they're going to be.
Exactly.
And also now they're bringing, the stuff in the stands, but you actually don't know what somebody's going to think. You don't know what, they could take all the precautions, but because if you are, you don't know what that mind state of a guy is or the girl or whatever, you can get punched in by anybody nowadays. You know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
yeah.
you know what? But you know what? Also, though,
Alcohol's the biggest problem, Brandon, at these
Yes.
and Brian, at these college games. Okay.
Oh yeah, totally.
Before you couldn't buy a beer at a college game. Now everybody's serving beer at a college game.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know what? Also, you see that right there? That's a camera. There
Yes,
are a
everybody's
billion
got a camera.
cameras.
Yep.
Everybody has it. So if you're going to be there and you're going to get face to face with a professional athlete and you're going to
You
do
will
these
be
things,
on
guess
YouTube.
what? You have just gotten yourself extremely viral. Ladies and gentlemen, might we remind you, there is a Karen, as they call her, at Philadelphia, took the ball from a little boy. What happened to that lady? She got fired. She's lost
And
her whole
banned.
reputation.
And
And she
banned
was
from the
banned for
stands.
life.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah,
So-
how about the kid at PNC Park that fell from the stands? His friend got arrested and charged because that kid was underage and he served him beer. He actually went and got a beer for him and handed it to him. That kid was 18 years old.
And
that
that's
fell
uncalled
from
That kind of
the
stuff
stands,
is this
Is that what
stuff
they
gets
concluded to?
What's that, Ben?
Is that what they concluded to? Because last
Yeah.
time I knew that, I didn't hear
Yeah,
the
they
story.
charged that boy. And
good.
yeah. I mean, he was old enough
Last
to
time,
get beer.
last time I heard it was
21.
under investigation. That's the last time I heard.
Yeah, it is. And somebody
Okay.
got fired there because they served that,
Well, and you hit the nail on the head too, Rob. You said alcohol. That's the
Alcohol.
biggest issue.
that's your biggest problem.
They need to, I understand the point. You're there for almost 4 hours at an event. I get it. But you really should only need 2 beers. I mean, by
Give
the way,
everybody a stamp card. Okay.
yes,
Give everybody
exactly.
a stamp card, and you're allowed 2 beers. That's
Yep.
it. You're done. You
1
stamp
through
it through, and
3,
that's it.
3
So,
through 7, and then you're done.
yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
Well,
Absolutely.
see, here's the problem too. When you go not the problem, but when you go to NASCAR races, you don't see that kind of stuff, and it's kind of weird.
No.
You don't see-
Yeah,
you don't-
exactly.
You don't
Yeah.
see that, but I've noticed I've gone to a lot of races, and you don't see that. Actually, you see,
But
the
you see it
opposite.
in
You
football.
see it
You
opposite.
see it in basketball. You see it in
Yeah.
soccer.
Yes.
You don't see it in. But here's the sports you don't see it: hockey.
Yeah,
And
Golf.
you don't see it. You definitely don't see it in golf.
Yeah.
You don't see it in golf, and you don't see it in racing. What is the missing piece that other professional sports are going to
See,
have to
golf
figure out to
is
do?
golf is a laid back kind of sport. They say car racing is a spectator sport because you sit and watch it. Okay.
Mhm.
Somebody driving a car. And then what was the other one, Brandon? You said
Hockey.
golf, hockey. Hockey's another one. I've never been to a Penguin game where I've seen anybody get obnoxious and get arrested and all that.
Yeah, I've never.
I've seen many Steeler
You
games.
haven't
I've
been to
seen people
Philly.
get
That's
arrested
why.
left and right at Steeler games. I've watched people get arrested, and I told you how they act at Steeler games, dumping beer on Heinz Ward's family. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Just no
So, Brandon-
consideration for anybody.
So,
You know,
Brandon,
go ahead.
I got a question for you.
Go ahead.
I'm going to use you as an illustration. You and I go to a Steelers and Falcons game. We're having the time of our lives. Your team's up 21-20, and we get in a fight because we don't have an agreement. What do you think about that? I've seen so many Penguins
Oh,
and
yeah.
Flyers fans get into fights because the Falcons fan, for you, just because you're an illustration, say something to a Steeler fan. That's me, and I get mad about it.
It's
That happens
inebriation.
everywhere.
Alcohol
to a
is the
pit-
biggest issue.
Yeah, I know.
I
That's
went
what
to
I'm
a
saying.
Pitt WVU game about 3 years ago. I went to one. Actually, I had media credentials, but they didn't have room for me in the press box, so they let me sit in the stands with my. I sat in the stands with my credentials. Had to buy my own food, of course. But
what would
anyway,
would you
I
check
was
it?
sitting there. I had West Virginia fans on one side of me and West Virginia fans on the next to my wife, and we're sitting there watching this game. And we're Pitt fans, and they're going screaming in our ear every time they scored a touchdown or a point. And then the one guy was so damn drunk, he just wouldn't stop shouting in our ears. And I'm like, dude, man, you need to step back. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I mean, and
there comes a time when
it was just
when it's too much. When it's too much.
Throwing bricks through people's windows at
Yes.
Cleveland Stadium if you have a Pennsylvania license plate. I mean, it's out of control. I mean, it
So
really
what we're
hurts.
telling you fans is turn it down just a little.
Yes, exactly.
Just turn it down. You don't need to be. I understand it's you're passionate. It's okay to be passionate, but when you're getting in the face of a player and you and if you guys go look, I promise you, he literally goes like that to him. Like, what are you thinking? You really think Draymond Green's gonna be like, oh, I'm scared, I'm gonna back down? No, Draymond Green is gonna be like, let's go, and he's gonna tear into you. How do you know, Brandon, that it doesn't happen? So
How you not
hockey?
know?
How do I not know? Hockey is it's a cult sport. Pensman will tell you this too. It's a cult following. If you are into hockey, you follow it and you know it religiously. And it's usually the same niche of people. So they're not going to, you may have Joe Blow and, little Timmy that could over here.
Yeah.
But I guarantee you, they're not going to be like, oh, yeah, I'm going to go and beat you up and kick you in the face and whatever else ungodly possibility just because you like XYZ and I like ABC. That's not that's not what's going to happen. But you go to a football game. Exactly. Go to a football game.
Right.
Mickey, I want you to go look at a football game. And there are videos literally left, right, up, down, in any other direction possible.
Brandon.
Fans getting in fights. And what is the number they get fight with? Alcohol.
I want to tell you
I
something.
know-
They say the Steeler fans are the best fans in the world. Go to a game once at Acrisure Stadium and then tell me exactly how great their fans are.
Go ahead,
Because I
Brian.
work there.
All
I
right.
know.
Brandon, when you were on the radio station, do you remember the episode that y'all had that said that South Carolina was the
Yes,
worst?
it's the worst. One out of every 10 fans
Yes.
gets one out of every 10 fans
Yes.
at William Bryce Stadium.
Clemson this week. I think Furman's going to be Clemson.
I love it. But yeah, you're right. I remember Mark Ryan said that so well. And this is an alarming stat, Ralph.
Yes.
1 out of every 10 fans at William Bryce Stadium, which is University of South Carolina, gets ejected for fighting. Gets ejected for throwing things. That is, and by the way, folks, the average across every realm, that's NAIA, D3, D2, FCS, and FBS. You ready to hear how many players get ejected from every other game?
0.
It's 1 out of every 500. 1 out of 500.
Okay.
William Bryce Stadium is 1 out of every 10. And that holds 60,000 people.
See, Pitt plays at Acrisure Stadium. They have to follow NFL rules, even though it's NCAA. Okay, because it's NFL rule standards when you play in an NFL stadium, regardless of the event. You got to follow the protocol of the NFL. That's where So
it's sickening. It really is.
It is
sickening.
It's disgusting.
Just tone it down, people. I understand your passion.
Running on the field. I mean,
yes. Don't do it just because your best friend said I double dog dare you to pull an excuse from the best movie there ever was, A Christmas Story, and I triple dog dare you to go run on the city. Yeah, you just bleeped up your entire life. Yeah,
I'll run around on a field naked at a Furman game or something.
Hey, speaking of crazy incidents going on.
Good.
The Jets have moved on from Justin Fields. They've benched him for the rest of the
season.
They said they are going to discuss his future with the team at the end of the season. However, according to ESPN, 24/7 Sports, and Fox Sports, Justin Fields is done. And my question, I'm going to start with you, Ralph. Is Justin Fields done in the NFL? Is his next stop in the CFL or the UFL?
If I'm Justin Fields, I try to come back to the Steelers. He was 4-2 with us. I have no issues with Justin Fields. I mean, they created plays to where he could run with the ball. He can use his feet and his legs, and if you put him in the right spot in the right position, look who he's playing for, the Jets. All right, look who he's playing for. And the guy who's the offensive coordinator there was the assistant to the assistant in the movie theater on the offense with Detroit. Okay, so what was he, pass game coordinator or shuffle paper coordinator or whatever he was.
Shuffle paper.
Okay. No, I'm just saying Aaron Glenn and Ben Johnson skinned the Detroit Lions of their coaches. All right. And when Aaron Glenn took that job, Aaron Glenn took that job, he went ahead and he took some assistants with him. And you see, it's not working for Justin Fields. Now, when he was with the Steelers, he was 4-2, and he won preseason games too. So I have no issues with Justin Fields as far as when he played with the Steelers, and they put him in position to make plays. And he can use his feet. I would rather have him. At least he can use his feet. You can put him in certain positions and certain plays. We talked about that on my Sports Corner show today. When I had Ken on from Ken and Ken in the Morning on the Huddle Sports Network, who covers the Bears, he said Justin Fields should be used like Cordell Stewart, like a slash. You know what I mean? He'd be a good one.
I loved him and Antoine Randall L.
Yeah, or a Randall L. or something. Yeah. Yes.
What do you think, Benjamin? Do you think we're done with Justin Fields, or do you want to do what Ross did and send him to Pittsburgh?
I'd love to have him back in Pittsburgh. Like Rouse said, we're 4-2, but for some reason they pulled him for Russell Wilson. Don't know why, but whatever. But put him in Cleveland, put him in something. But like Cleveland could use him right now because Shedeur Sanders, the savior, is not doing it. So the 13.5 QB rating, Justin Fields will get you Justin Fields will get you higher than 13.5 QB rating. And Cleveland Browns, I'm not a Browns fan, but you should be ashamed of how you celebrated when that man came on the field. That stayed
my God, yeah, no.
But Justin Fields, that should be the next Browns quarterback.
Well, that would also just add another one. I mean, they've had 47 since 1990.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Oh my gosh, terrible.
Hey,
since 1999, they've had 47.
Just keep them coming. Oh. Hey, just keep it coming. Eventually, something.
Do you guys remember? There was an article. It was a story that was done on ESPN, and it's a guy who had his Browns jersey and it had Tim Couch tape over, and it had every quarterback on that, and it was so long that the tape had reached down to his knees.
The only two quarterbacks that were ever relevant for Cleveland were Brian Sipe and Bernie Kosar. The rest of them, forget it.
And Manziel.
Yeah, he tried.
Manziel. Yeah.
There's a lot of stories about what Johnny Manziel. He came out and said, there were times I was so wasted when I came on the field. I had no clue what they were calling. And he actually said that on ESPN. They interviewed him, and he said he had no idea.
What did he do? Willie Beeman from any given Sunday? Willie Beeman just throw any play in there and forget about
just call it a day, right? Just
call it
go. Yeah. You know what? All you guys just go routes, and I'll just throw the ball and see who catches.
I'm a Cleveland Brown.
Oh, geez.
Oh, I love that. Awesome.
I gotta get my shot in. All right, Kevin, I'm coming in.
Wait. No, wait.
I think next year the Cleveland Browns win the Super Bowl. I think next year.
All right, Stansky, I'm going back in. Hold on, I gotta get my shot in.
I can't see what you're doing, officer.
What do you mean?
But I'll throw the ball.
What do you mean? I don't know what
Justin Fields and the Shedeur Sanders second string quarterback at the Jets.
They overdo it with these quarterbacks, Brandon, in the first round. Look at Cam Ward right now. Okay.
Oh, gosh.
All right. But I'm going to tell you who was smart. Green Bay. They let Jordan Love sit out for 4 years behind Aaron Rodgers. They let him sit. And guess what? Jordan Love is not a bad quarterback right now. And a lot of times these teams will draft these quarterbacks and throw them into the fire. And what happens to them? They fail. And it's every time. Because the speed of the game. You know?
On the Yankee thing?
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about, Mickey, but I don't know. I hear a lot of things, but I don't know.
You hear fans. There's fans all over the place that
look at Philly.
They're everywhere. It's not
Philly is the worst.
Yeah, look at Philly.
Yeah.
Philly's horrible.
Oh, Philly is horrible. They turn on their.
I wouldn't go to an Eagles game if you gave me a ticket.
What do you mean, Harper? You struck out. How can you see that ball? I could do better.
Sell the team. You guys all suck. I quit. I'm burning all my jerseys. I hate this team. This is the worst team in the world. We paid Trey Trey Turner, $390 million, and he can't hit the ball.
That
hit
was
the
a
left
strike.
side,
How
blah,
can
blah,
you
blah.
look yourself in the mirror, ref?
Yeah, it's so. Oh, I got one even better
We're
for you.
terrible.
I got one for you better. Oh, look, there's Santa Claus. Let's throw snowballs at Santa Claus. We hate Santa Claus. And that for those who don't know, that's the Philadelphia Eagles. That's what they're really synonymous for. Is they threw snowball at Santa at halftime. But like, what do you think about this, Brian? Like, I mean, you heard them say that they would be okay with him going to Pittsburgh. Do you think this is the end of the Justin Fields like time in the NFL?
Era.
Do you think maybe he goes somewhere else?
I think he should. I could think he could. I think there might be a team that might be out there to get him, but I'm not sure. But he does need to move and see if he can give us a better. I mean, he's been with how many coaches now? How many offensive coordinators? A bunch.
Look at Ralph.
Well, I wasn't going to wear this until Saturday because I'm embarrassed about my college picks that we had on the college football show. So, I mean, but anyway, there you go.
I love it. I love it. All right, so let's go on to this. Like, as you guys heard us, what we were talking about with UAB. For those who'd missed that, you were living under a rock. There's a really disturbing development taking shape at University of Alabama, Birmingham. The crowd for the last home game, guys, was a staggering 200 people. However, that's being very generous. It looked like it could be 50 to 100. And if you have not seen the pictures, I implore you to Google it. It's really sad to see this. But let's go to you, Brian.
Okay.
We have seen other notable programs also have rapid decline in their fans because the poor product on the field. What do you think, Brian? As you know, Clemson is an example.
Yeah.
They have seen a decline in their fans by over 30% this year and last year and the year before that. I mean, it's really just continued because of the poor product on the field. But like, what do you think we can do to bring fans back to the stands? Obviously, the most cliche answer that everybody say is, well, have better product on the field. But what do you think we could do to make this a better overall experience? I mean, just think about for a second. You had more players on the sidelines than you had people in the stands.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
That's a scary.
Well, okay.
That's a scary.
All right. If I was okay, this has always been my little thing, and I'm going to run this because nobody's actually talked about it except for me. If I was doing a program, a new program, an old program, this is how I would set it up. Like if I had only 50 people coming to 100 people coming to the game, my philosophy, what are the fans like around the area? How far are they going to travel? And I want to make it actually a game day experience, no like any other, like we've talked about with some of these guys, from all different perspective of college, how their atmosphere is so totally different. And, that's what my experience would be. Get the game day experience. Get out there, promote the team, promote the sports, get out there. Just have a big tailgate kind of a deal. Like sometimes like Clemson does have a big game day, but sometimes now that the adults are bringing their kids, you got to do something with the kids and something like that though, where they're not like, okay, we're going to spend thousands of dollars, but there's nothing to do for the kids. They're not, you know what I'm saying though? There's nothing for the kids
family friendly.
Board. Yeah, make it family.
Yes, make it family friendly.
Make it family friendly.
Like you can put a parking lot and open it up for just the kids, and have like all kinds of other stuff, like meet the old time. Like every once in a while, have a like signing. The first 1,000 people that come in there can get, something like that, where they can get autographs or something from the old timers, just for the kids. Not saying that, oh, I'm going to get this kid, I'm going to give him a kid of football and go, oh, that's going to be my football, I'm just taking away from the kid. No, but or meet the player or meet the coach, some kind of meet the coaches or something, behind the system, make it a game day experience for everybody where they come out and enjoy it,
Right. Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Well,
And
then,
then-
there it is.
Well, this is, but like this, the exact, this Pinsman, it's a sickening stat to know that UAB has 86 players on their team. Okay. You look across the other side there, they have 90. Some schools have 120 players. You literally have more football players than you have fans in the stands.
That's bad.
I mean, that is an absolute.
And you know what?
atrocity.
That's tough for recruiting, Brandon. And let me explain something to you. When Pitt brings in recruits to their home games, and I see 15,000 fans in a game against Duquesne. Well, this year's game against Duquesne sold out, despite the fact we won 62-10 or whatever it was. Okay.
Don't know how, but
yeah, I don't understand that either. But anyway, all right, it was sold out. Okay. But anyway, when it seems like, if you're going to bring in recruits, how's UAB going to recruit when the recruits sitting there don't see any fans there, and like, well, wait a minute, if they're not supporting the team, what
should
am
I?
here for? Exactly. Yeah. Okay. And Pitt had this philosophy. Oh, well, we're going to share the practice facility with the Steelers, and we're going to draw all these athletes to Pitt because we're playing in the same, or we practice in the same building, and they can meet Jerome Bettis, okay, or something to that. That was the strategy behind this, okay? Playing at Acrisure Stadium. Oh, we play in the same place the Steelers play. They can go look around, see the Steeler memorabilia, the Pitt memorabilia there. Oh, that'll draw recruits. Not anymore. It's NIL, and if they come to games and they see there's no fans there, and you're playing somebody like Notre Dame, and you're lucky you got a half a stadium, all right? And another thing too, campus facilities too are key. Okay, when you gotta use the facility, and you got to stand in the facility for 2 hours to wait to go, okay, where you can go to another stadium and only be in there for a half an hour because, it moves better or whatever.
Yeah,
exactly. Facilities are important. Again, like Brian said, the experience too has to be important. You have to
you took the words out of my mouth about NIL.
Yeah.
If I'm going to there and I see 50 or 100 people,
right?
How are you going to pay me to come play for you if you can't even get bottoms in the seats?
Right.
Like what is it? What does that tell me? Well, obviously that's going to tell me one thing is I'm not going to get the exposure that I need to help have that jump to the next level. I'm not going to be able to get that extra amount of NIL funds, so that's not going to benefit me there as well. And I'm going to go to UAB is a lesser tier college. We know that the American All-American Conference is not exactly a conference you write home to mom about. And
Cincinnati got out.
Yeah. Well, let's look down the road. Yeah, you have UAB, but you literally go an hour and 8 minutes down the road, and guess what? You have Tuscaloosa. Okay. Right. Well, I think I'd rather go to Tuscaloosa where you have 100,000 people who are screaming left and right and up and down, and they're going to give me $10 million a year in NIL funds. Oh, you best darn believe. I'm going to be like,
yeah,
okay.
Well, see, another thing
I'm going right now. I'll be there.
Is the fact that we play at the Steelers Stadium, and a lot of people wanted an on-campus stadium. But the question is, if you ever been to the University of Pittsburgh, there's no room for an on-campus stadium. It's too congested in Oakland, in the area of Oakland where the campus is at. The best thing is to have it down at Acrisure Stadium. I would rather sit in comfortable seats and sit on bleachers or in the grass. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I would rather have, you know what I mean? And you're only getting on a school bus or a shuttle bus. It's free. You can ride the subway, or our subway system for free, and the bus system with your student ID. You ride that for free. So I don't know what you're complaining about. And it's not that far, and parking's easy too. I remember when Pitt Stadium was there, and I went to go see, Tony Dorsett and Dan Marino and all that stuff when I was younger. My grandfather and I walked up what was called Cardiac Hill, where the basketball facility is now. That was the old Pitt Stadium, and you had to walk up a hill to get to the right. I mean, it was called Cardiac Hill, and you had to walk up that hill to get to that stadium, And when it went, everybody was glad, that it went. And we had moved to Heinz Field when it first opened up. Pitt moved there with the Steelers. And their philosophy, but that philosophy now is old, and they have to get an on-campus stadium somewhere. Where they're going to put it, I don't know. I gave them suggestions on sites, and they never, not far from the university, that'll be out of the way of everything, You know,
But Brian will tell you this too. Clinton, South Carolina is an hour, 10 minutes down the road
Yeah.
of that even.
yes,
Presbyterian plays there. My wife and I went to see a PC game. Which shout out to Coach Devin Bice. He's an amazing coach. Absolutely enjoy them. But we go there, and I look across the field at the away stands. There's like 8 people there, 8 maybe
Right.
10 at most. But you look at the PC side. Oh yeah, and this is actually Presbyterian College is the smallest D1 school in all of D1 programs. They're number 360 out of 360. That's how small they are. Well, we go there. It's sold out. There's not an empty seat anywhere in the PC area. But you know what, though? It may be small, but you're right. The facilities make a world of a difference. It was a great atmosphere, great experience. It was fun, great product on the field. I understand UAB is in a severe transition. But Ralph and I, folks, if you missed the conversation earlier, Ralph and I hit the nail on the head on this, too. With regards to
and Brian too with the experience. Yeah,
it really comes down to how can you make the fans happier. And UAB, Birmingham is a beautiful town. It really is. It's an immaculate town. It's like people compare Birmingham to like like Denver, Colorado mixed with San Francisco. It's a beautiful town, and I will agree it's gorgeous. And I'm not just saying it because I'm from Alabama. It's a beautiful town. My wife will tell you it's a very pretty town too. And I don't understand. Like, I would love somebody who is watching right now tell us what can we do to help UAB put bottoms in the stands. Like,
well, first of all,
200 people.
You got to get a decent coach and come up with the money to pay him. That's the first part.
Yep.
The second thing you got to do is you got to get somebody in to recruit. And what you got to do is you got to recruit locally. Find out who the good local athletes are. All right. All right. That's the second thing you got to do, because you could be a good head coach, but if you can't recruit, you need to go find assistants who can. If you can recruit, but you can't coach, you need to find assistants who can coach. You see?
Deion Sanders.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And Colorado and Deion, again, wrong formula. They thought because, it's Deion Sanders, everybody will come to Colorado. Is he winning games? No. And then he has health problems on top of it. And he tried to hire some of these former athletes, friends of his.
Since his 2 sons left.
Coached your way out of a paper bag. So, I mean, you know.
Well,
and the athletic director just said quits on him.
Yes.
Yeah. What, 2 days ago?
Yeah. He quit because he didn't want to take the embarrassment of getting fired because he was the one who hired Deion Sanders.
Just because you are who you are doesn't mean you're automatically going to make
have
a
success.
lasting impact.
Exactly.
Example is up the road in Virginia, Norfolk State. Just because you have Michael Vick as your head coach does not mean, Michael Vick is going to equate to us going 10-0 in the regular season.
Teddy Bridgewater at a former high school. Okay. Yep. Teddy Bridgewater's another example.
Deshaun Jackson can't even get people.
Deshaun Jackson.
Yeah. Right. Cedric Wilson,
Delaware
former
State,
Steeler wide receiver. He coaches a high school team in Texas somewhere. And they're not succeeding right now. I mean, I know some former Steeler players that were high school head coaches here in Pittsburgh that did poorly. You know what I mean? It's not your name, it's what you can do.
Exactly.
And Chuck
what
Noll,
can you do to make this program be more
better.
successful other than just your name alone? Which I understand. Deion did put butts in the seat at Colorado. He did a lot for that aspect. However,
that's because his 2 sons were there.
Yeah,
that was
product is also,
and he had Trevor.
That's his second son.
Travis Hunter.
Yeah, that's his second son, Shador and Travis.
Right.
And Shiloh, but I mean,
and his other
no one pays attention to Shiloh.
yeah. Well, Shiloh's the one that's bankrupt.
Yeah.
Everybody,
it's just it's extremely disappointing.
Shiloh's the adopted one.
That's like Trent Dilfer, being a head coach there. So what if his name's Trent Dilfer? I mean, he was. I mean, I get it.
He was not exactly the best quarterback in the NFL.
No. He managed the game, and when he won the Super Bowl with the Ravens, it was because the Ravens had a good defense and he managed the offense. That was it. Okay.
And you know what everybody says? Defense wins championships. Offense
Yes.
gets all the
Yep.
glory.
Ray Lewis, buddy.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Ray Lewis and Suggs and all them other guys they had over the years. You know?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so real quick, the NAIA championship bracket has been released. I'm going to share with you guys.
Yeah.
Trying to see if any Western Pennsylvania teams are on there. I know Waynesburg's in that league. A couple other teams too.
So, by the way,
I'll-
did you guys know there was a school called Friends University?
No,
Yes.
I didn't know Friends.
They're called the Friends Falcons.
That's
Yeah.
Wow, Friends
That's where-
Falcons. Oh
Yeah,
my.
that's where everybody's friends and not enemies.
So, real quick, I want to let everybody know we are, we're impartial to this because Cassie went to, back then it was called Reinhardt College. Now it's called Reinhardt University. And we have Coach Jonathan Burton, who was the former baseball coach, who is now the athletic director at Reinhardt University. But Reinhardt, they have made the playoffs. They're going to be playing their first round matchup against Southeastern Fire. Congratulations to everybody. I'm going to give a quick shout out to Texas Wesleyan, William Penn, St. Thomas, Carroll University, Reinhardt, Southeastern, Evangelical, St. Francis, Grandview, Benedictine.
Which St. Francis? The one in PA or New York?
New York.
There's two of them.
New York.
Which one? New York.
The one, yeah.
Welcome
And then
to New York.
Keyser, Marion, Dort, Indiana Wesleyan, Lindsey Wilson, Montana Tech, Friends, College of Idaho, and Campbellsville. Congratulations to every one of them who has
Hey, who
made
was the famous coach that once coached the Miami Hurricanes? Coached Idaho?
Wanstead.
Yeah,
No,
one said-
no, Dennis Erickson.
Really?
Oh,
He coached
really?
Idaho.
I
didn't
thought
know
it was
that.
Wanstead.
I did too.
No.
I literally thought the same thing.
The only college job Onstead had was at Pitt. That was the only college job he had.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And then the Division III playoff bracket has come out. I'm not going to go through this as a long list. I'm just going to give you guys an example. When I say it's a big bracket, that's literally it.
Wow.
But I do want to give a shout out.
A basketball tournament.
Yep. I do want to give a shout out to Wisconsin Whitewater. As everybody knows, we had Wisconsin
they have a
Whitewater
good
on
team.
our program. The coaching staff there is absolutely amazing. Really honored to have them come on. But yeah, congratulations. All right, let's do a little quick. I want you guys to give me one quick honorable mention of any sports story or any story that has happened recently that you would like to share with us. I'm going to go to you first, Pinsman. Give us your honorable mention, sir.
First honorable mention is going to the 76ers. They're still winning. They're still up there in the standings. They just beat the Brooklyn Nets, so let's keep the winning formula going. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's VJ Hedgecomb or what, but I'm enjoying it. Trading Embiid right now, and we'll be good. We'll be good to go.
All right, let's go to Ralph because he is our special guest. Ralph, give us your honorable mention, sir.
Well, I want to say about the Pittsburgh Steelers, and I want to give Art Rooney II some credit. I don't give him enough credit. He stepped up and he sent that footage to the officiating thing
Wow.
to the NFL and got Jamar Chase suspended. Okay,
Wow.
that's number one. Number two, he also met with the head of officiating with the NFL about the officiating in this game against the Bengals. What happened with some of the penalties that were issued, especially the ones at DK Metcalf, that was unacceptable. All right. And so watch that officiating crew either get suspended or fired, because I'm telling you right now that some of that officiating, even though the Steelers won, I get it. But there was it could have cost us the game. You know what I mean? When officiating costs you a game, it's sad. And and that's exactly what could have happened. But I want to say kudos to Art II and the Steelers for sending that footage up to the NFL, speaking with the head of officiating about the officiating and other things. I want to send that out to them. So,
Amen.
Ralph,
And by the way,
Ralph getting credit to the ownership. I'm surprised.
yeah, well,
Give me a heart attack.
you know
here.
who's
wait, everybody, timestamp that, please, because Ralph
you know who's about to become an owner of the Steelers? Bill Cowher. He's putting some money into the Steeler ownership group.
good.
And Tom
Good.
Brady was at the Raiders game last night, so he actually
Yeah.
showed up.
You know,
Yeah.
So
Who
All
cares?
right, Brian.
that's my second honorable mention for Tom Brady.
What is your honorable mention, Brian?
I'm
Pettit?
going to give this to Michael Jordan donating $10 million to the North Carolina Medical Center in honor of his mom. I think that's pretty cool. So he did that today, actually. So yeah, give that to Michael Jordan donating $10 million for his mom's up at North Carolina Medical Center. So to honor her,
awesome.
yeah.
That's
so
awesome.
He's still doing things behind the scenes like everything else. You know?
Also, too, Brandon, Pat McAfee. I want to tell you something. Pat McAfee was in town for the college game day, and they do this thing where you can kick a field goal and you get $1,000. Because it was at Acrisure Stadium, he boosted it up to $5,000, and he paid for it out of his own pocket. And then he went and he donated some stuff to some charities in the Pittsburgh area. So Pat McAfee also needs to get one too. So
yeah,
you know.
Absolutely.
I'm going to piggyback on that. He gave somebody 2 chances on kicking a field goal.
He did.
He did.
Yeah, usually it's
that
one.
every time.
Yeah.
If you don't like Pat McAfee
no,
just because of the person, he is a genuine individual. He really is.
He is.
He is a genuine individual. I don't care if you didn't like him. The fact that he is obtuse with the way he talks or what he does on and off the air.
He played for the Colts. That's a bad thing.
Yeah,
but
I don't care. He is a genuine human being. He really is. And,
I heard one of his staff members was behind on their mortgage on their house. Do you know he paid off the mortgage for a staff member?
See, that's what
said, you don't have to pay me back.
I heard that.
I mean,
that's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that is a true person right there. Definitely tip my cap to you, Pat McAfee. All right, my honorable mention. This is actually there's 2. I'm really excited. Exactly. This is 2. The hey Ben, what's going on, brother? Hey, I got to give you guys. Everybody knows this by now. I hope you don't know this. I'm going to share you. The Sports Nuts. We have been nominated for 5 awards. 5. Best show, best sports talk show, best introduction, best logo. It's there's 5. I'm not going to name all of them because it's a bunch, but I want to tip my cap to Matt, to Shane, to Brian, to Pinsman, to everybody who is affiliated with the Sports Nuts. You guys put this show on the map. It's late December. We will know if we won any of the iHeartRadio awards. Fingers crossed.
Yes.
And secondly,
did you notice there's 5 there? 5 awards.
It's great to be associated with you. It really is.
5 for
and the
5.
next thing, all right, Burger King. Have it your way.
Burger King.
Have it your way.
So, and then the next one, this is really exciting. We applied and we got approved for media credentials for the Super Bowl this coming year over in San Francisco. There's a potential. You might see myself, Matt, Shane, hopefully Brian, and Pinsman. We all might be at the Super Bowl. It just depends on cost, but we have been awarded media credentials for the Super Bowl.
All right.
And I want to say, first off, I got to say, I'm definitely tipping my cap to my man Pinsman. Pinsman, you provide A+ quality content. You're part of this team, man. I'm blessed to have you as my friend, man. My man below me, though, Brian Pettit, I'm tipping my cap to you, man. You've helped bring this. This has come around thanks to you, brother. I really appreciate you. And my man Ralph, welcome to the Sports Nuts Network. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
And I got to tip my cap to Matt and to Shane and everybody else. Like I said, who's affiliated. Thank you guys.
Yeah, I hope Matt feels better.
I hope the chosen one gets better so I can. I can tease him
back too. So
yeah, I want to tease him.
I love it.
You going to quiz him again?
I want to tease him.
Oh, okay.
What an amazing episode we had tonight, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it stinks.
Brandon, and also don't forget what I put up on the thing is the Sports Nuts and Tiger Stripes Media are doing a merch and I gave you the link a while ago. So we're trying to get it together. So
there it is, right there, ladies and gentlemen. Yep.
So,
we are about to have merchandise come out. Don't mind me, I'm hurting a little bit. We will have merchandise for everybody
Never mind.
to to buy my this is what happens nightly. I start having this pain right here from the open heart surgery. It happens because I have a metal cage in my chest and I'm starting to get cold,
Yeah.
and so it starts to
Oh
hurt.
wow!
Yeah, it's
I hope
not
you
fun.
feel better, Brandon. I do.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I know obviously it stinks that we did not get Auntie Linda on the show, but I know I love that. Look, the Fajoko family is amazing. You got Linda, you got Billy, you got Braden, you got Sam, VJ, Whitley, their daughter Brittany as well. They're amazing family. Great Ohana. I love you guys. Auntie, please give Unc my best. And by the way,
Brandon,
if you guys
next time you go to Hawaii, say hello to the dog for me. Dog the bounty hunter. It's my man.
I will. You know, I actually I got to see them film an episode when I lived out there, so it was actually
really?
pretty cool.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
That is cool.
yeah. So it's pretty neat. You know, and also, you know that show Lost was filmed over there, right?
Yeah,
Well,
I didn't know Lost.
yeah.
Was wow.
Jurassic
There is an
Park.
episode.
Jurassic
If you want to, this is true. So if you guys go look, it's when Jack was going to find John Locke's funeral. If you look, he's driving through downtown Haleiwa, which is the North Shore of Oahu. If you look, there's a white truck that drives by.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa!
Got paid $250 to be doing that because we had to do that multiple times. So yeah,
I was paid to be in the TV show The Guardian. That was
really
in Pittsburgh. Yes, I was at the time. I was driving a cab. I was sitting in front of a hotel, and a production truck come down. She said, "You want to make some money?" I said, "Absolutely." She said, "Follow me." I get over to the Alcoa building, the former Alcoa building over in Pittsburgh, and I go across the Clementi Bridge, or the not the Clementi Bridge, the other bridge. And I get over there. I'm sitting in front there. They made it into a hospital for it. Here comes Dabney Coleman, Simon Baker, and Farrah Fawcett down the steps with nurses. They made it into a hospital. I got to see all three of them. All I had to do was sit there, open up a newspaper, and just sit there in my cab. And I was
awesome.
on an episode.
Oh, that is awesome.
That's pretty cool. I like that.
Yep. She said, sit there, open up a newspaper, and just sit there. And that's what I did. So
awesome. Real quick, letting you guys know, this Friday, yes, there's an episode on Friday, November the 21st. It is technically episode 169. I'm going to go ahead and say 169 because we had 166A. But Ryan Rothstein, he covers the Philadelphia Eagles. He will be coming on to talk to us about the Pittsburgh scene, the Philadelphia scene. He also covers the Flyers. He covers the Phillies. And I believe he used to cover the Philadelphia, so I'll have to talk to him about that. But yeah, we have Ryan Rothstein Tuesday, November the 25th. Episode 170. It is a Thanksgiving special. We do have a special guest, Tom Sillo, a 58-year-old college football freshman, will be coming on to talk just about his adventure and what it was like to be mentioned in a segment done on him by ESPN. He has his own football trading card. It's really cool. There will not be an episode Friday, November the 28th. It is Black Friday. All of us have to work. I will be in Atlanta spending time with my mother and my stepdad. This most likely is unfortunately his last Thanksgiving. He has what's called supranuclear palsy. It is a neurological disorder. It's 1,000 times worse than Alzheimer's and dementia together. And it's very sad. He is actually on hospice care, so it's really sad. Real quick, let everybody know. Huh?
And you're going to the Falcons facility for an interview too.
Yeah.
Real quick, this Saturday, November the 22nd, myself, Shane, and our man Brian Pettit, we will of the Sports Nuts. We will be at the Furman Clemson football game. The game starts at 4:30. We should be there no later than 12. We do have a parking pass. Come by and say hey to us.
I'm taking Furman, but I'm taking Furman by 7.
I love it. All right, Ralph.
Love it too.
What do you give your final goodbye, sir?
All right, you can reach me at Ralph Williams RW Media. I'm on YouTube, Facebook. I'm on Twitch, Twitter, X platforms as well. Please help me to get to 300. I'm at 400. I'm at 391. It keeps going up and down. So it's like a roller coaster. But help me get to 400 by the end of the year. It's only take 9 people. Find 9 people. Call them up on the phone. Say, hey, follow me on my Twitter page. Help me get to 400. Also, on my YouTube channel, help me get to 2,400. I'm at 2,327. So there you are, 2,327. Also, I have 2 shows on Saturday, or 2 shows on Saturday and 1 show on Sunday. on 1250 AM, The Answer, 92.5 FM up in Pittsburgh. You can listen on online at theanswerpgh.com. Don't forget to tune in 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. the Ralph Williams, Tony Moreno show. And then at 2 p.m., the Sports Corner radio show with me, Ralph Williams, Smoking, Jim Frazier, Claudia Razon, and Luther Dupree. And then right after that, on Sunday at 10 a.m. to 11 a.m., another edition of the Ralph Williams, Tony Moreno show up in Pittsburgh. But again, no matter where you are, The Answer, pgh.com. So don't forget to tune in and listen to the shows. Also, this Thursday, I do finally do my debut on Highway Radio Hits. DJ Fun will be playing spinning music from 1 to 3 p.m. on Thursday, every Thursday, starting this Thursday. And so tune in to Highway Radio Hits, or you can go on Discord. They have a page on there. You can tune in on there as well. So, and I'll be taking your requests by email. So there you go.
Amen. Brian, give your final goodbye, sir.
You can find me on YouTube at TS Media, 24 TS Media. Also, you can find me on X, under Tiger Stripes Media, or wherever the platforms are. I just want to say, be kind, be safe, and love each other.
Amen.
Here we go.
All right, Bisman, say goodbye, sir.
Goodbye. No, I'm joking. You can find me on you can find me on YouTube and then all social media platforms. Help me get to 2023. Get to 1,200 subscribers. That is all. Back to you, Brandon.
Yes, as Shane always says, peace, love, and bacon grease to you all, and be kind to each other. And as Matt always tells you, if you're going to partake in some adult libations, you don't want this.
Oh, exactly.
Because then you're in a world of hope. So do not get flagged at the game of life. Just be kind. If you feel like
by
you're
all
going to partake,
means, by all means, and I say this all the time, please be safe.
Yes.
Please be safe.
Do not drink, do not drive. We're not going to bail you out. And as I always tell you, peace up, A-Town down. Why it's the greatest sports day there ever was. You guys have yourself a wonderful evening. We will see you on Friday. Until then, enjoy this lovely outro. Good night.